do we need to do this whole protein everywhere, everything?
I see many sections in the supermarket for high protein section only, and they're crapping half of them. We also need to understand that, am I having high quality, good protein in my plate or not? Not just protein, along with carbs, fats, everything in your plate. You need all of that.
Huge population of ours is vegetarian. Do they have to resort to protein shakes?
Plant protein, what happens? They are not poor proteins. Combination of 1 or 2 vegetarian sources can give you all the essential amino acids through the day.
What would be your top 3 to 5 supplements?
Caffeine is good. Magnesium, iron, calcium, vitamin D, creatine monohydrate.
Creatine for everyone.
It's good. The problem where it is regarding creatine, we don't know how to.
So I had when I got on a plan with her, I was recommended by another athlete that I look up to. Her name is Deepa, you know her. She's a runner. Yeah, so
Of course.
she told me about Rashmi, and then I spoke to her. My goals were majorly around performance, but I spoke to her about I want to drop some fat percentage.
I remember you
I
told
said I want to drop some fat percentage, and I dropped I think about 4.5 to 5% in 1 month.
I remember.
Yeah, it was like sudden transformation.
Very nice. Yeah.
And what I really liked about the planning was it wasn't too prescriptive. It was like a good balance between being prescriptive and giving you the flexibility.
Yes.
The room for
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes,
that I think worked for me really well, and I think we're going to talk about it, your approach,
Yes.
in that discussion. And then we got to hypertrophy, and then she gave me more carbs, which I was very happy, very happy about.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I think anyone who gets to eat more carbs is a happier person.
Is a happy person. Yes. I always say carbs because many people ask me, you don't eat carbs, no? When
God,
people
what a
meet me in the
question.
gym, I'm like so
You
much
get
of.
angry.
It's no more anger. I'm like, it's like so much out on social media. All of us are talking. Still, I don't know how long it's going to take for people to understand that carbs don't make you fat. So I always tell, especially females, you need to eat carbs for your own sanity.
Correct.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
For your own
hormones need
happiness. Your hormones need it. Your sleep needs it.
Correct.
Exactly.
So that part of people understand, then you will get results like this. Then, yes.
Correct.
Yeah. And I don't think I was eating. Of course, I wasn't eating less.
Hmm.
You need to practice some sort of restraint if you want to shred body fat.
Yeah.
But I think I was still properly fueled. I had 4 meals. I had a
Yeah.
snack in between.
I used to keep asking you, are you hungry? Are you hungry? And you were like, no, I'm full. I'm okay.
Exactly. And I think once you figured that out, right? Like he's saying, you giving him the freedom to kind of make those little.
Yeah, I was
changes
eating
on
akki
your own.
roti sometimes, and
Hmm.
all of that stuff also. So that kind of flexibility is, I feel, what works in the long run.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But talking about carbs, let's talk about the most hot topic, no? Protein.
Yeah.
No. I mean, my belief is that, of course, we just need to relook at all our plates and our meals. I'm sure a lot of us are under eating, but I think there's just too much information now and too many products, right?
Yeah.
From bars to shakes, of course. has been
Everything
there.
has
Yeah.
a title of
Including popcorn.
popcorn. Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, can we just keep some things for the niceness of or the joy of eating it? Like, why do
Exactly.
we have to destroy everything and make it about high protein? So, want to pick your brain on, what do you think? Do you think we're really, really under-eating? Do we need to do this whole protein everywhere, everything kind of a...
See, no doubt today marketing is a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. From biscuits to cookies to ice cream to everything, there's a subtitle added high protein. And even though the product could have been giving just 2 to 3 grams of protein, which is much lesser than your actual daily requirement. But at the same time, we also need to accept that Indian diet predominantly is based on cereals like roti, rice.
Correct.
Unless you don't eat rice or roti, you feel you are incomplete, right? So the whole point is, yes, we do eat less protein. And I always tell people, protein isn't a trend. It is one of the essential macronutrient. that we need to understand. And the problem today is it has moved to more product than food, and then realizing that
That's true.
my snacks, my meal, how much protein I need to have, or there should be some amount of protein. So it's more about now product everywhere. In a packet, it's more of a product sold as a protein. Now I see many sections in the supermarket for high protein section only, and they're crapping half of them. So we need to understand it's not a trend. It's one of the essential macronutrient, because our body is functioning, hair, skin, nails, our recovery, our immunity. Most of it is dependent on protein that is there. So yes, we need it, but we also need to understand that it's not about product, it's not about trend. But when I'm eating a snack, when I'm having my breakfast, lunch, dinner, am I having high quality, good protein in my plate or not? Not just protein, along with carbs, fats, everything in your plate. You need all of that.
The balance on the
Balance.
Yeah.
So that is what something is required at this point. That people start understanding that even kids, young kids, we need to focus that just giving biscuit or I have given a high protein biscuit will take care of the protein demands. No, definitely not.
No.
And that's why today's kids, because half of my clients are mostly teenagers and kids with whom I work, and they have lost the entire thing of eating whole foods, natural foods. It's more of something coming outside packet, and it's like organic. I've bought from this brand. It's good. And it is high protein. The first thing I get to hear, we take care of a protein. But when I see there's hardly any protein in the diet, a quality protein is not there.
Correct.
So both are there. Marketing is there, and good. We are talking about it now.
Yeah, that's the
That is
starting
very
point,
important.
right? Yeah, exactly. Everyone's talking about protein everywhere, all the time.
Yes.
And you're primarily into sports nutrition, of course.
Yeah.
And I know that you've worked with thousands of medal-winning athletes.
Yeah.
More than 1,000, she said.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we quoted the number 5,000 before, and she said,
I stopped counting it. It's so many. And
yeah. Do you see these kind of things even with that population? Like, taking care of protein requirement only through some of these products. Do you see that those kind of issues with that population also?
With athletes?
Yeah.
Yes, it's there, and their protein demands are a little more on a higher side because of the demands their body puts into. So, and then they travel a lot, they have multiple matches in a day. So we have, protein is something I would say it's a supplement when you're unable to reach through your diet. And yes, of course, when there are 2 matches back to back, you can't sit there and eat eggs and chicken.
Yeah.
You won't be able to digest it at that point. So at that point, yes, protein becomes convenient. Immediately in one scoop, I'll get 24, 25 grams of protein with good essential amino acids in that. Faster recovery will happen. And of course, there we look into all of those things.
Yeah.
It's more in terms of convenience when it comes to those elite traveling athletes. But now somebody coming to me, training 1 hour in a day, a recreational athlete, no, definitely I would first work on setting up the foundation of eating the food.
Correct.
And then I will see, based on their vegetarian, vegan, if any dietary restrictions are there for them, lactose intolerance or anything like that, at that point I'll take a call. But first is foundation.
But you spoke about vegetarian, right? And like a huge population of ours is vegetarian.
Yeah.
I personally think it is quite tough. I mean, but I'm a non-vegetarian, so I'm just thinking it is tough. But what do you think? Is it actually tough? Do they have to resort to protein shakes, or they can just manage everything with food, their daily requirements?
I have worked with many national, international athletes who were born and lifelong vegetarians, and they have done really well in their sport. So definitely you can build muscles, definitely you can have performance, but you have to be more intentional, more planning is required. And what happens is like, it depends, bringing in a product, again, context matters and the goals matter. But I had people wherein we hardly went through supplements, especially with younger kids, if I talk about.
Yeah, you don't want to.
You don't want to include any of those things. So it needs some kind of planning. But plant protein, what happens? They are not poor proteins. they lack 1 or 2 essential amino acids.
Yeah.
Their digestibility is little slower than animal protein, but that doesn't mean they are poor proteins. Combination of 1 or 2 vegetarian sources can give you all the essential amino acids through the day.
Correct.
So if that planning comes in, that understanding comes in, definitely I have few vegans and who are doing amazing.
And what would be the primary sources of protein that you recommend to them?
To vegetarians, then see, primary will be your dairy, which will have paneer. Okay, tofu will be there. Now, tofu is an acquired taste, but you decided to be a vegetarian or vegan and you are into high performing sport or otherwise also you have to, because see, channa, rajma, chole, I always say they give you more of gas, not much of protein. Plus, they also have a lot of carbs. Having said that, yes, they will contribute to some protein. But think about it, you had channa, you can't eat again. It is heavy on the stomach. And if you have a training or a match, chana chole will be too heavy on the gut to make you to even perform or run and make you bloated, gassy, stomach finds it difficult. So mostly we look into paneer, tofu kind of things, edamame, there's tempeh, many of those things which are derivatives of these things that we look into it. And then we club, like, see, we can always club chickpeas, lentils, all of that along with paneer and make a cutlet kind of a thing. Okay.
The combination.
Or maybe a drink. Yeah. Combinations rather than going solo with them. So again, like I said, planning, intentional and quantity. Just having 2 pieces of tofu or paneer doesn't mean you took care of your proteins. Right? Like 100 grams of chicken, which will be a small portion, will give you straight 24-25 grams of pure protein. But if you have to do a vegetarian source, we have to look into the quantity as well. So, yes, it is.
And also every meal, right?
Every meal,
it's not
not
like
one.
You just stack it up.
You just can't make it dinner pay heavy like most of the people do in dinner. Breakfast is hardly 2-3 grams of protein. Lunch, little dal aa gayi, something, so 4-5 grams of protein. Snack is 0, and a major chunk comes in the dinner. So we have to spread it out because your muscles don't store proteins like how they do carbohydrates. Your muscle protein synthesis starts when you consume proteins, and then slowly it goes down to the baseline level. So you have to spread it out rather than just putting it in one shot altogether in one meal.
One meal.
That's what. And then they say, my stomach is heavy, I'm constipated, you're giving me too much proteins.
Blaming always.
Just today morning only I got a message, I'm constipated because I guess I have too much protein in my diet. Okay. And she's a pure vegetarian wherein the protein intake is still not high and she's injured, so she's sitting also. And then it's not much. It's the bare minimum requirement that I'm giving, like close to 0.8, 1 grams per kg body weight, minimum. So I had to explain her where protein is not causing you to be constipated, but other things you need to take care and
Correct.
So that's what it is around protein.
But there's, at least I have there's something that I realized, that for a vegetarian, if they've got any sort of allergy to soy, what do they do?
Soy generally, I think Indians are not used to
soy.
My wife has. She's been asked by her functional medicine doctor to not have soy.
Correct.
So if she wasn't eating meat, then it would have been very hard for her.
I have people, and there are people who just don't want to have it because it doesn't taste good. And I'm a non-vegetarian even. I would not enjoy soy that much.
And even in case of thyroid, right?
Yes, kind of.
Reduce.
But it's like, again, we don't eat it so much. And we are not a population who eats most of raw items or this thing, wherein the problem is. So it doesn't create much of a problem in that case, once in a while coming in. So in that case, I have to get into some supplementation in that case to help them to meet up their protein requirements. And see, supplement protein is what? It's again from food. Whey protein is what? Derived from milk. So if we understand that, because when you get amino acids, body doesn't differentiate it's coming from whey, from paneer or from chicken. What it matters is it's an amino acid, glutamine, glycine or whatever I got. It just sees that and it uses it. So there's no harm. Then in that case, I have to get involved with it.
Which is where, context is very important.
Context matters.
Okay. So from... after someone turns 30, they of course start losing a lot of muscle. And you mentioned that the bare minimum requirement is 0.8 to
at least
1
1
gram
grams
of protein per kg of body weight. Does that change after someone turns 30?
Before 30 itself, it changes.
Okay.
Okay, because this
Yeah.
I said bare minimum to prevent deficiency. But if you want optimal health, muscle maintenance, performance, you have to go beyond 1.2, 1.4 grams of proteins.
And this is true for someone, let's say someone's lifting weights and someone else is doing only yoga. Is it like,
Yes, of course. So somebody having a sedentary lifestyle with very light activity, I would say, okay, let's not go too high, 1 to 1.2 grams at least. Because see, many people, what another mistake they do, from suddenly no protein to suddenly very high protein.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's when also is a problem for the gut.
Correct.
Your gut doesn't know to handle that much protein. It was 20, 30 grams and suddenly I'm doing 100, 110 grams of protein. You need to progress it slowly.
Yeah.
So right now, I just started walking or yoga, being a very sedentary couch potato. Okay, let's increase your protein to at least 1 to 1.2 grams. Now you feel this was okay. I need to bring in sub strength, light body weight workouts. Can I increase that little more? Okay, and I always go little extra protein because if I'm targeting 60 grams and my requirement is 50 grams, I will keep 60, then only I will hit 50. Okay, so I will always keep 20 grams extra protein because then only most of the days I'll be able to hit my target.
Yeah.
Now, coming back to your question, see, after the age of 30 years, yes, your muscle loss starts unless and until you're putting an effort to maintain it. And to maintain strength training is the single most effective intervention. And proteins are your nutritional partner to that training. And this process increases after the age of 50, 60, where the muscle loss is much more higher. So I always say, don't panic or do extra, like don't panic if you are in 30s, okay? Because see, later on, we call it as anabolic resistance also, wherein your body is unable to take, like that much of protein will not be enough. As we age, we need little more proteins. That's why I always say women in their perimenopause or people who are aging 40, 50 and above, I go 2 grams per kg body weight. At least you need to hit that proteins. Okay, so I always encourage people, and I wish more people knew about it who are in their 20s and 30s, because this is the time to invest and build muscles. Because that's what you're going to withdraw later for decades. Okay, and right now focus on it because your body will respond better. So no need to do anything extra, panic about it. Don't go into underfueling at this point because your peak bone mass also happens till the age of 30. And if you lost bone during this phase, then you see repercussions later as fractures, injuries later on in the years, maybe not today.
Yeah, and that's what's happening, right? A lot of us, especially the women, we go into like an undereating phase. I mean, that can come from carbs, come from protein, come from any source, because we want to lose weight.
Yes.
Right? And chronic undereating, muscle, bone, and
hormones all gets affected.
Yeah.
So when you are in your 30s, like how you have your investment plans for future, right? Same, think of this body, build those muscles as an investment plan so that your aging is much more better, much more easy. You're not dependent on people, much more functional. That's what I would say, that focus on that during your 30s so that your 50s and 60s is less painful and you're still going around and still participating.
So which means for someone in their 50s and 60s, the protein recommendation will be twice.
At least, yes.
2 grams per kg of body weight.
Yes. Because for muscle protein synthesis to initiate, you need more proteins because body is unable to now work on that small amount of proteins. It's unable to absorb that much. So you have to go more proteins. Resistance
and like you
training
said, the process has to start much before and not when you hit 60.
Yes.
Because then you won't be able to suddenly digest that much protein.
Yes.
So increase a little bit every year so that like in 20 years from now, you are optimal.
Keep that focus.
Yeah.
That I want to, like many runners and athletes who started late come to me. Okay. Now they want immediate performance. I had a female who just started running and in already down the line in 6-7 months, she's looking for full marathon. Okay. Which might be okay. You will be the better person to answer.
No, I would say you need to take a lot of time before you do your full marathon.
Couple of years.
I have not practiced what I'm preaching right now. I have done it in a very short duration, but then I don't want me to be that example for anybody, right? Because my endurance background is a lot more and my coach said I could do it, which is why I did it. But typically, you need to take lot more time. From the time you start running, you can take 3, 4, 5 years before you do your
Exactly.
first
Before
food.
you do, your body needs to adapt.
Exactly.
So what happens in that process? People try to bring in a lot of shortcuts. Okay, that's what, like going carbless, very high protein diet, many supplements and things like that coming in, which has an impact then on their bone health, then overall their muscle building capacity, injuries start creeping in. So take it step by step. Overall, you are not getting into Olympics or things like that, right? Take it as a fitness part, and your 30s are the most important decade to invest and build muscles. Your body is also responding really well.
Yeah.
What is this condition called red S?
Yeah, that is your relative energy deficiency in sport. We call it in sport, but now
It's
it
sport
is
specific?
Yeah, but then now you see it even in runners. Like, it's not only related to elite athletes. I seen runners, recreational training, gymmers who are going and who are following a low calorie diet.
Wow.
All of that. Redis is what? Energy deficiency. Which means earlier it used to call as female athlete triad, which was related to, it was originated by this, coined by International Olympic Committee. So for many years, it was called female athlete triad. We used to have a triangle, like 3 points: hormonal imbalance, mineral density issue, and bone mineral, hormonal, and overall your energy levels are low, basically, which is causing this to happen. Okay. Now it has gone to redness because now we have understood that overall it's expanding. It's not just impacting your hormone thing in bone. It is also going to impacting your metabolism, your recovery, your endocrine health, many things. And earlier it was only related to females. Now we are seeing it even in males. Okay, so it's not only in sports, but I see it even in common people who are like participating in high rocks, who are doing gymming or runners.
Yeah.
So it's like, after looking into your exercise calories, whatever, there's hardly any energy left to support normal body functioning. It is called energy deficiency.
Yeah.
And that's where you start seeing your persistent fatigue, stress injuries, stress fractures,
Sleep issues.
You feel cold throughout. Many of these body functions type, mood swings are there. Many of these things are there. So basically, you're low in energy. And what happens is, body is very smart. When it says there's limited energy, it stops prioritizing reproduction, and it just focuses on survival.
Yeah.
For it, it's not about reproduction or performance.
Correct.
So what happens? Your reproductive hormones get affected. So menstrual irregularities start.
Yeah.
And we need to stop celebrating menstrual irregularities. I hear in sports, many coaches say, you are in sports, you are training hard, losing up on your periods is normal.
It's
It
insane
isn't.
how anyone can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing my mom taught me,
Yes.
to track my cycle every month, and how, like, she, even till date, it's the only thing that has
Good.
probably taken me through with, like,
Yes.
good mood, good whatever, right? Good health. It's like your period
That's
is
right,
your report card. I
absolutely.
keep reiterating.
So if you're missing periods, it's attention.
Exactly.
You need to focus why it's happening. Because the body is smart, it adapts. You're training hard, it adapts. And many women tell me, since I started exercising, my periods are irregular. No, healthy exercise doesn't stop periods.
Exactly.
You're underfueling. Your body is saying, I don't have enough energy to support reproduction and performance. As simple as that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So that is red S, which is pretty common. And in Indian population, I would say it is not uncommon. It is under-recognized.
Under-recognized, yeah.
People don't understand what is it. And when they see these things, they cut down their food more. They start training more, even in younger athletes. Because your coaches, they don't have time to check up on these things, okay? Family many times don't talk about these things. They aren't aware. Many healthcare professionals, they're more focused on weight loss than energy availability. So I see young kids coming to me, they tell me, he's tired, he's this. So we have added one extra 30 minutes of running in the morning. I'm like, what did he eat in the morning? No, madam, wo kuch nahi khata, bhook hi nahi lagti, ulti aati hai. So we don't give anything. Last night, kya khaya tha? Curd rice.
Yeah.
So where the problem is?
Yeah.
There is no fuel in the tank.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How are you going to perform?
How you're going to? And that kid is more drained out,
Yeah.
more lethargic. He's demotivated that I'm putting in so much effort.
Nothing's coming out
Nothing.
of it.
And even with the senior athletes that I work or the runners, I'm so frustrated in life. Injury to injury, back to back, I'm getting injuries. I don't understand. I am like, I can survive on 4 hours of sleep. I'm very fresh. Another alert. Okay. I eat very healthy. Parents tell me we don't eat junk. But my whole question is, are you looking into it? What are they eating?
Yeah. What's actually on the plate?
Ha,
Yeah.
It's easy to focus on lunch dinner. You
Hmm.
don't eat junk mostly in lunch dinner, right? We
Yeah.
eat our rice, sambar, dal, ragi mudde, whatever it is, roti, paratha. We focus on that. What are they eating before training? What is there in their bag to eat after the training?
After training, yeah.
Okay. What are they eating between 2 matches?
Hmm.
Or you have a run early morning, you woke up at 3:30.
Yeah.
What did you eat? No, I don't eat. I feel too heavy. I pukish. I just run an
Yeah.
empty stomach.
So
So,
empty stomach working out should be banned. I think.
yeah, fasted workout, training on just coffee,
Hmm.
stimulating your gut like that. See, coffee will give you energy. Where is the fuel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give the fuel and then
Give the
coffee.
fuel and then give the coffee, then give other supplements to
Coffee isn't the
support.
fuel.
Yes. And then injuries will happen because you get that fake energy lift
Hmm.
and then you try to put in that effort and then body says, boss, I don't have the
Yeah.
energy. And then you snap your muscle.
Yeah, once you warm up and all, you feel good and you can
You can
push.
just
You can just
push.
push at that point, but then the
And
body is breaking inside.
Breaking.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you see recovery didn't happen.
Correct.
1 day, 2 day, but you continue to work out again in that.
And then you get injured.
Then
Yeah.
you get injured.
Yeah. Or you drop out because you're
Yeah,
just
that's what
not-
is
yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Physio to physio rounds are there,
Hmm.
doctor to doctor rounds are there, but super frustrated. Yesterday again, a mother texted me,
Hmm.
tennis player. Since 1 year, I'm listening from her. I'm like, still you're not understanding where the problem is. I've explained you, madam, we are going to physios, we are going to doctors. It's still not happening. She's out of this tennis circuit for more than a year. Ranking has gone.
Hmm.
We don't know. And I always tell for young athletes, parents, don't see that they are going to perform today. Think of 10, 15, 20 years
Yeah.
down the line. They should be in one piece. Think
Correct.
about their body later on, how it's going to survive.
Yes.
ACL broken, this broken, shoulder surgery already happened for a 12-year-old. How it's going to be later
Ouch.
on.
Hmm.
I have many stories.
Yeah. I think amateur athletes are harder, right? Because they don't 100% understand how this works. Because very, very serious athletes, like we're talking about national athletes, Olympians and all of that, I guess it's still very different because they're into it 100%.
Yes.
So it's their life.
Yes.
So they'll do everything possible to get it right. Unfortunately, sometimes the injuries and everything happen. But I think for amateur athletes and maybe even the people like us who want to do different type of endurance sport, I think it's so easy for us to get it wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Big time. Many of them who come to me are doing actually many things wrong.
Exactly.
Many things. They are experimenting. Yes, they have a coach to support running, workout. But when it comes to food,
Nobody,
home-cooked healthy food I eat.
according
Of
to them.
course, I encourage that.
The overall the eat clean movement
Yeah.
or the eat healthy
It's
movement.
one of the worst advice, I would say, because eat clean doesn't tell you what you need
What
to
to
eat.
eat.
Yeah.
What to eat. Clean means what? Roti sabji?
Dal chawal.
Dal chawal?
Yeah, it's clean.
It is
It is,
clean.
yeah.
We
I
all-
encourage eating clean, home cooked food. But when it comes to sports performance or any kind
Eating
of hardcore
right.
physically activity, right fuel at the right time and right quantity as per the demands of the sport is what is sports
what, yeah.
nutrition
Yeah.
Yeah.
or the science behind eating. That's when you'll get the things
Yeah.
right.
Also, even for like the general population, I feel like because everyone's eating time is so skewed now, everyone's so absorbed with, work and generally being online so much.
Yeah.
Sports is one, but I just feel like even the general population is suffering so much with just eating habits,
Hmm.
right? One is, of course, the plate is messed up.
Yes.
And then you're ordering out all the time. And then you're eating in your corporate canteens all the time.
They aren't
And then you're
they
eating
aren't-
wrong
yeah.
timing.
Yeah.
They aren't eating enough,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're eating like little and they feel that's
And
fine.
wrong timing.
And
Yes.
wrong time.
Messed up timings,
Yes,
right? I
yes,
mean,
yes.
it's like complete recipe for disaster.
Disaster. And see, many people who come to me who are not athletes, the first statement is, I'm not an athlete.
So
How should I
you're a
feel
human.
myself? And I always say it's so misleading when
Yeah.
you say sports and athlete, people immediately think about Olympian.
Yeah.
Or people think about this thing, professional cricketer. See, our physiology is same.
Yeah.
Our demands are different.
Correct.
Maybe an Olympic runner trying to run sub 2 marathon or sub 3, whereas the same 35-year-old software engineers try to work out through the day without
Yeah.
back pain,
Exactly.
fatigue, borderline diabetes. The body demands are different, but we both of us need our calories, proteins, hydration, recovery, all of that. And the habits, I always say, habits that help someone to win a medal are the same habits that will help another person to get over those lifestyle diseases.
Yeah.
Correct.
To thrive.
It's the same.
basically.
It's
Yeah.
the same. Performance for someone is winning an Olympic medal. Performance for somebody simply can be to have enough energy to play with their
Get
child
through the
after
day.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Performance is about living your life daily with better energy.
100%.
So our physiology is same.
Yeah.
That's it.
Correct.
Fundamentals remain the same.
Correct. Our goals are different. What we
Yes.
do on a daily basis
It's
is
different, but
Yeah.
the principles and the fundamentals remain the same.
Yeah.
For both of them.
Yeah.
Fully agree.
Yes.
What about like what would be your top 3 to 5 supplements which you feel which you feel people should be having? Of course, it depends on goals, etc.
Yeah.
But
But I
that's
would say,
genuinely backed by science.
Science. I would say creatine monohydrate.
Number 1.
Number one, yes, one of the ingredient on which maximum number of researches are done. Misunderstood also.
In a sense.
Still, people think it's steroid.
Creatine is misunderstood. Yeah. A lot.
And now the marketing is a lot on that.
Yeah.
So everybody is just behind it. Second is caffeine is good. Again, timing matters for caffeine
Yeah.
because it impacts your sleep. But if done correctly, it can really help. At the same time, you could be a slow metabolizer or a fast metabolizer of caffeine.
Like I'm a slow metabolizer as per my
Fast.
genetic.
And I'm a fast.
I'm fast.
Yes. So if caffeine flushes out my body fast,
Yeah.
I can drink and I can sleep.
Same.
Yeah.
But a person I know, like, even if they drink it in the afternoon, they can't sleep in the
Yeah, that's
night.
me. That's me.
Yeah.
So in
So-
fact, when I was on the plan with you, I don't know if you remember, you got me to
Yes,
stop
I
coffee for
remember.
first 2 weeks, no coffee. It was very hard for me in the beginning, but I felt really good.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
And then
Yes.
you also didn't when you went for your bike ride, no?
When I was on the bike ride, yeah,
Yeah,
no coffee.
And
7
imagine
days.
like this, we think caffeine is good for all. So imagine if you are in sport and you have it, it will slow you down. It's not working in the body.
Yeah.
Ah.
So,
It
so
will
that
make you
was
more
exactly.
lethargic.
So that was one reason why. So I was in Ladakh on a bike trip, and for 7 days straight, I had no. Even though I carried my coffee from here, because I like coffee, and I was like, I'm going to be in the mountains. What if I want to do something that I really like? I'm going to have coffee. But I didn't have coffee because I think it somehow disturbs my stomach emptying schedule. And on a bike ride, 10 hours a day, I can't afford that.
Correct.
So I didn't have any coffee at all. My sleep cycle was better. That probably because of early sunlight and things like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying I'm going to leave coffee. I love
Yeah.
coffee.
You can. And even the slow metabolizers, 1 to 2 cups in a day is not
yeah,
problem.
correct.
It's not like they should avoid, but timing matters for them then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then my third supplement would be those deficiency ones like magnesium, iron, calcium, vitamin D. These supplements
Yeah.
also come in my list
This basis deficiency.
based on deficiency
Omega.
and certain these also symptoms, I would
Yeah.
say, based on their sleep, headaches,
Yeah.
electrolyte imbalances. I will look into it. Omega is good because we do have researchers, but still we don't put it in the A-class category of supplement
Supplement.
list.
Hmm.
Okay, because we have researchers, but not completely proving it that omega-3 will do this. But in Indian diet, I would recommend because our diet don't
We don't
have
have
omega-3.
exactly, especially vegetarians. no?
Vegetarians and
Yeah.
even non-vegetarians, we don't get
Not-
that kind of
Yeah.
fish here.
Correct. Exactly.
Okay, we don't have the coastal areas, so places like this or towards north side, we don't eat that
Yeah.
much of fish,
Yeah.
good quality one. So I would say omega-3 also important. And then there are a few more, but these are like important ones I feel,
The A class.
yeah, they are required.
Creatine for
Yeah.
for everyone.
Correct.
Because right now creatine is only being talked about by
Gym
people
bro.
who work out. Yeah.
Yes.
Who work out consistently and who understand the importance maybe. But What do you think? For everybody?
See, high time now, it used to be called a gym bro supplement. It's outdated now.
Like how protein used to be called that.
Yes,
The
yes,
supplement,
yes,
sorry.
yes,
Yeah.
So now we have researchers which is helping to understand that for aging, for your brain fog, for perimenopause women, creatine really helps. And I use it in strength, short bursts of energy where it is required in trainings, all of that. And even for perimenopause women,
Exactly.
it's good. The problem where it is regarding creatine, we don't know how to take and does my body really need it. Now, my sleep is broken, my nutrition is bad, and we take creatine on top of it, thinking that it's going to fix it. My hydration is poor. See, with creatine, it's important that we need to drink enough water also. Because it can lead to muscle tightness, okay? Because it needs water.
Exactly.
And when women come to me, whose main target is weight loss and who are very obsessed with the numbers on the scale, okay, and they get discouraged by the numbers, I have to play there with the mind. I will remove creatine from their eye because it does accumulate water.
It does.
Yeah.
It's not causing bloating, what people
But
think.
on the weighing scale.
Yes. And it can go from half a kg to 2 kg weight gain.
Exactly.
Which is not a bad thing.
No,
but
it's not a bad thing.
It's not a fat gain. It's good for your muscle
Exactly.
efficiency. For training purpose, it's good.
Yes.
It's increasing intramuscular water, not under the skin, but in the muscle.
In the muscle.
But yes, many people, like I said, more obsessed with the numbers and everything is broken. Then I will take out creatine because I see many women coming to me and they're just chugging on creatine with no idea when to take, how much to take, how to take even. Okay. And creatine doesn't work out of nowhere. There's no energy, no fuel. It doesn't work like that. Because see, what it does is what many people don't understand. It increases phosphocreatine in your muscles, which regenerate ATP and helps in short, high intensity bursts of activities. Now, you're not eating anything. Your glycogen reserves are low. Okay, low. Your recovery is poor. You're under fueling. Creatine, how it's going to work? It will just keep increasing your phosphocreatine stores. But how it's going to recreate ATP?
It can't without the
appropriate fuel along with that. So that creatine is of no use. In fact, it can lead to injuries. If you're doing that and you're not drinking enough water also, and especially problem with people who sweat a lot. Their water intake is anyways compromised. On top of that, they take. So creatine is wonderful supplement. Most researched. It's not a steroid. But if it's not done strategically, correctly, it's not going to give you any benefit. See, creatine helps you to get best out of your training, but it will not fix a poor nutrition. That's the whole point.
Of course.
It's one cycle, right? Everything has to be.
Yes. So creatine, I would say in simple terms, like it gives you a blueprint kind, but the finished building it doesn't give. That comes with proper sleep, nutrition, everything.
And what would be the right age for anyone to get on a creatine supplement? And let's assume it's a young athlete whose nutrition is more or less fine, eating enough, protein and carbs and fats and everything, and is contemplating creatine. What is the right age for that?
See, any supplement I prefer looking after the age of 16 or 18 for a child. Because a lot of times with athletes, see, I can give post 16 also, no problem, based on the training. Their mindset is still young and they start depending on that supplement, that this supplement is giving me all the power and energy. And this age till the age of 18, 20, I prefer making them understand that there's support. So because tomorrow it can happen where you don't have supplement for some reason. You're in some country.
And
your mind. Many a times, just for placebo effect, I've given some tablet to them because it's there in the mind that if I take, I'm getting better. But it's not. So that mindset, I get many queries from parents. My son started this gym and they want to take creatine. Or they are doing this training and the coach is asking to start creatine. What is your opinion? I will see to what extent that kid understand the things, nuances of the things, how mature. I had one or two who were really mature and understood things. And there I started. They were international level athletes. But maturity, I will not for this purpose. But scientifically, we can give.
Yeah. And for older adults?
Any age.
Older adults who are not training?
You would give?
Yes, still.
You would tell them, please take it, right?
Yes, I will. But again, who are not training, their entire lifestyle is messed up. That
You're
is
saying
there.
this.
Fix the
Because,
foundation.
yeah, if their foundation was okay,
Yeah.
they would have been like at least doing some physical activity.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
let's
also true.
assume, I'm
Yeah.
just assuming that someone's like walking regularly or maybe
So at least they're doing something.
doing something, and nutrition's, let's say, a typical Indian nutrition, dal, chawal, sabzi kind of stuff, but they're like eating wholesome.
Yeah.
Would you recommend?
Again,
creatine to
depends
them?
what age they are, what is the goal we are looking at, what is the current condition of their body.
Mm.
I will include. Otherwise, again, many people are still not open to include supplements because they start eating healthy. They find it like it's expensive. I have to invest in that, this, that. So a lot comes down to the mindset
Even though
and all.
creatine is
Yeah,
cheap supplement.
cheap supplement only, but still, if the mindset shift is there, I don't mind giving it to them. Yes, you can.
Yeah. Does it make their stomach a mess?
Not really. No.
Yeah. Do people have that issue?
People get stomach issues with creatine, right?
See, we always need to make sure we take it with some food.
Hmm.
It's important. Try avoid taking it empty stomach.
Yeah.
Some food, some carbs you need.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many a times I
exactly.
don't give it with water.
Milk.
Maybe no.
Mix it with
Milk
your.
is not on my list.
Milk is not in your list. Okay.
Mix it with like your
Like a-
breakfast, like oatmeal.
Could be after that, or maybe after a while you are taking that for your gym purpose or something like that. Maybe some training is there. Maybe a small amount of juice in which I will mix it.
Can I add it to my protein shake?
You can.
Yeah.
Yes, I take
That's
it with
what
my
I do.
protein shake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, okay, we spoke so much about creatine, but let's also talk about collagen because
Yeah.
everyone's talking about it and everyone's consuming it. The powder form,
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't approve the powder form.
No, I do approve powder. For me, first, always in supplement list is either liquid.
Yeah.
If liquids are not their powders,
Ah.
after that comes tablet.
Okay.
Because of the absorption, I think, for the body. Liquids absorb better, then comes the powder. Tablet, again, body has to break. Plus, higher dosage you will not get in a tablet. You have to consume 2-3 tablets to get strength of any particular thing.
Got it. So, what are your thoughts on collagen?
Collagen, again, if you ask me about skin transformation and all, no. I don't, no research support that.
Yeah.
But if you talk about like, again, tendon, ligament, see, collagen is what? It's a mix of 3 amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline with support connective tissue health. Support. It doesn't heal your broken ligament itself. It doesn't replace rehab. It doesn't fix poor biomechanics. Where I give is like some ligament pain, tendon issue. They are in recovery phase. High impact athletes where joints are at stake, runners, which can help. So it can support for connective tissue issues are there or older people for that, but it's not like it will take care like your ligament is broken and it will just heal all of that. And a good collagen or gelatin with vitamin C, preferably before loading exercise really helps. So if collagen is clubbed with mechanical loading, progressive loading, because tendons adapt to load, then it is helpful. But if you just chug in on collagen that is going to help you, it's incomplete in that case. It's not going to help. And people need to be careful about collagen powder because it is an expensive powder, a good quality one. Now we have vegan collagen in the market. No, it is a non-veg supplement. It cannot be vegetarian. It cannot be vegan. If anybody is selling it, sorry, that is just a marketing gimmick. It's not going to help. We have bovine, we have marine collagen, which is going to help you with that. Okay, if you're looking for benefits. And those powders are expensive. You're getting something like 200, 300 rupees. No, I will doubt that the efficacy of that product. So many things we have to look into it, then only get into this collagen and the purpose behind it. Otherwise, it's too much again marketed about skin and all of that. Not really. I would say always before collagen, I would give priority to good protein, resistance training, and good sleep. These 3 things will do wonders for your skin and hair and overall health if you're looking at. But collagen will not fix it.
And hydration.
Hydration, yes, absolutely.
Which brings us to the next topic on hydration.
Yeah, the 8-glass rule. Is it real or someone
I
made it up?
made a YouTube video some 3 years ago. And this topic will, again, like a carb thing, it will keep on going. I don't know from where this originated. I really don't know from where this 8 glasses originated.
Oh, that rule. Huh?
That rule. And I never tried finding it out also. So the whole point is, it again depends on the person's requirement. You could be a heavy sweating person. I am not. Okay. Then which climate? Somebody training in Kerala, Coimbatore, Chennai. Okay. More humidity. What is it? And I always tell people, instead of focusing on number, start asking question. Am I thirsty all the time? Am I getting frequent headaches, dizziness? My urine color is pale straw colored, or is it dark yellow color? Okay.
Yeah.
These are the things I need to see, which will decide I am well hydrated or not. I tell people, keep it simple. People at times do overhydration also. That's also a problem. I always say adequate hydration. Focus on it. And hydration starts much before you are thirsty. By the time you are thirsty, the body is already into dehydration mode, and it starts extracting from all your reserves. Okay. And that's when, again, 2% weight loss from dehydration can really impact your endurance performance.
Exactly.
So just 2%. So that's why we have to look into it. There are many symptoms, like frequent headache itself is one of the signs that your water intake is low.
Yeah.
So I always say, stop counting numbers, read your body.
Feel exactly.
Feel it.
Exactly. Feel it. Like you said, you can see, look at your pee, you can feel the headache.
If you, again, look into what kind of work, if you're always outside under the sun, that kind of work you have, or your job requires, like mine, talking a lot. So then...
So you're losing a lot of water.
Yeah. Right? Okay. And if you are sitting in air conditioner throughout the day, you're again dehydrated.
Yes.
Okay? So many people, again, don't focus on.
And the flip side is that in an air-conditioned environment, you won't feel thirsty too much, right? Because it's like cold.
But can you also throw some light on hydration with water we spoke about with electrolyte? Because, I also see that some of us, of course, when we're training very hard, we need the electrolytes. Some of us just randomly do electrolytes because it's what everyone's talking about.
And some
yummy flavors are there.
Yes. So many people have now brought in electrolytes in tablet forms, become much easier. So I'm not drinking juice. I take this tablet. Okay. And there's hardly any activity. And many influencers have started talking about it, that I had this electrolyte drink and my performance just shot up next level in the gym.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
Yes. No. Electrolytes are what? Sodium, potassium, chloride.
Exactly.
It's about when you're sweating, you are not only replacing water, you're also replacing what is being lost in the sweat.
Yeah.
We need to understand, are you a heavy sweater? Because see, even in electrolytes, we need to start reading the label. Like how we read for added sugar and all. I need to see it has 200 milligram of sodium, 500, 800, 1000, 1500.
Yeah.
Now I hardly sweat. Am I going to consume 1000 milligram of sodium? I'll be more dehydrated. I will need more water. I'm adding, it will cut my appetite. Yes. More salt. I don't need that. It can lead to cramping. Many people are cramping because of overconsumption of electrolytes rather than dehydration. So we need to understand that if electrolyte is there are many brands now in the market. Many of them.
Oh my God, so many. Yeah.
So many are coming. We have salt tablets. Earlier it was a trend of salt tabs.
Yeah.
Now it's all about the sachets with heavy doses of sodium in that.
Yeah.
Do I really need that? I'm sitting in AC. I did only 30-40 minutes of workout and I'm sipping on electrolytes just because it's tasty and I'm taking care of my salts. It's not required. If we're doing just activity, you'd need only plain water.
Exactly.
Because our diet is also predominantly high in sodium. Salt. Regular salt. Then in terms of packaged items, there is salt. So anyways, we are over consuming salt. So electrolytes, we have to be cautious. Because
But what about usage of electrolytes in sports science for an endurance athlete?
It is. If you are in endurance sport, your training is going more than 60 to 90 minutes. You sweat a lot. Intensity of the training is high. Definitely you will need electrolytes. I will give electrolytes.
Because I do consume during training for sure.
Yes.
You and I need it.
Yeah. And we also have to see, are you a very watery sweating person? or you lose salt.
Salt.
How will you make out? Through your t-shirts.
Through my t-shirt, and I sometimes in some of my very
Ha.
heavy training, I have that white
White.
salt.
Even I get.
I
I
can
will hear, and if I
touch it.
touch
feel
it, you
Yeah.
have that
feels like sand.
Sand, correct. That
You
is
have patches, white patches all over.
So then I know I do sweat
Lost.
less, but
Yeah.
I'm losing more of salt.
Exactly.
So I started including salt, and we need to also understand with electrolytes, you need some little carbs
Exactly.
correct.
Yeah.
for better
Correct.
absorption. People go only plain salt, which is fine, but some carbs are important in that.
So then that brings me to a question, because of I'm just thinking about the way we are all consuming it, right? And you said carbs, right? So now before I start my activity, I do eat some carbs, right? Now with that, let me have like a full glass of electrolyte, okay? Versus someone who's like just filled a full bottle and just having it through the day.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to have through the day, or would you just, let me take
Chugging
me
it all
as an
together
example.
or spreading it out through the day?
Yeah.
Okay, both are wrong.
Huh.
Okay.
Huh.
Do it during your training.
Intra-workout.
Intra-workout.
Okay.
We always say start sipping before the training.
Correct.
Consume at least 100, 200 ml of that electrolyte in the beginning.
Correct.
Because research
that's-
also says most of the athletes start their training in dehydrated state.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I always ask runners or athletes, when do you start sipping? Then runners will tell me after 8 kilometers, after 10, when I start feeling I'm cramping.
Wrong.
No, by then
Yeah.
it's too late.
Too late.
You start before.
You drink pickle juice, whatever,
Nothing
it's
will
not
work.
going to help.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to start, but not all together. Because again, what will happen are diuretic hormones like vasopressin and thirst control, all of these other hormones come in, and they're going to chug out that fluid out of your body. And you're again dehydrated. Have you ever seen you had 500 ml of water, in another 10 minutes you feel like going to washroom and you pee out everything. Right?
Yeah,
Or
which
maybe you
then
do 2-3
is-
times back to back in short span because you had too much of fluid altogether. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start sipping before and then you continue during your training. That's how it has
What
to
if
be.
there's a situation where intra-workout consumption is not possible?
Like if you're doing a sprint session or something.
Yeah, like I may, like, okay, if I'm doing a high rock simulation, for example,
Yes.
right? I started with like 200 ml. I did whatever my pre-workout carb, 200 ml. And then I'm going hard and I'm not taking any breaks for hydration or something. I have my gel, which I'll take if I really feel the need. But I cannot stop to take my electrolytes.
Now
in
again,
between.
context matters. I have people who can do high rocks in between without taking anything.
Correct.
A person like me, I have to stop by and take. Okay.
Understood. Yeah.
I might need at times a gel or I need something because a lot of times again it leads to how you're breathing also. A lot of
Yeah.
people open their mouth and their mouth
Dryness,
dries up and then they feel like drinking. So again, I will go with the context and the requirement of that person. If a person can do that kind of activity without taking, fine enough. I'll see feeding them in the beginning.
Beginning, yeah.
Beginning
and
and then
after.
you carry
Yeah.
on. But
Yeah.
there are people who would want to have something.
Yeah, there are, of
And
course.
then-
And there are people who, to save every little second, will not want to.
Exactly. Yes, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
And people who don't want to, like they want to
Stop,
save,
yeah.
but at the same time, I know how their body behaves. Beginning, you want to save. Later on, you are going to lose a lot of time because I know they're prone for cramping. They're prone for issues. So even in running, like half marathon or full marathon, they don't want to stop. But then later on, they're dragging, they're walking, they're crawling. I'm like, you wasted all the time there.
Yeah.
What if you took few seconds break in the beginning and then you would have finished strong? So then I have to teach them how to respond and where you need to get down and take a break.
Yeah.
And for athletes, like this is again, I'm thinking of questions of existing, people who I run with or train with, right? Fuel well, hydrate properly and all that, but still have consistent cramping issue. So halfway through their runs, it could be just 15K.
Yeah.
They cramp and it's like a constant thing. It doesn't change.
See, there are a lot of
What do you think
conditioning
is-
issues. There even workouts play an important role. What are their recovery patterns that they take care? Because it's not always about hydration and electrolyte. And again, we need to have strategy in that. What I've seen, because I had many cases who used to say that, but eventually they improved and they have done Ironman also with zero cramping.
Cramping, yeah.
Okay, so we think like food I can manage. Same in the hydration. Many people don't know you have a strategy and a plan. I give hydration plan to my athletes, which is completely different. So many people also don't know how and when to start hydration, what concentration they can begin and to what concentration they can actually proceed.
Correct.
You know, people who are more prone for cramping, and if their conditioning workouts are all taken care of, my hydration strategy starts from the time they wake up.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how the concentration will be different on those points.
Correct.
The concentration will be different during the later part. Even I have changed the electrolyte or the drink later on compared to the first one they are consuming. Okay. So many things come in the picture that we need to understand what is the issue.
Issue, yeah.
Many times recovery is one of the major problems.
Yeah.
Recovery is not there. Muscles haven't recovered.
Yeah.
And you start cramping.
Yeah. I was on my bike trip. I had to, like, in the hydration bag, sort of living on electrolytes. I'm not kidding. But there you need it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're
That's
wearing
the whole
that,
point.
you're wearing a gear that is 10 kilogram and you're less oxygen and riding through the day. You need to keep
That's
sipping
what.
on.
See, when I work with racers, go-karters, their suit itself is very heavy. They have a heavy helmet.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to give them hydration.
Correct.
I have to give them
Exactly.
electrolytes because the kind of clothes they're wearing or the environment is not allowing them to sweat out well. So context again matters.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's talk about
Endurance sport.
endurance sports. High rocks, marathons, half marathons. It's extremely popular right now for all great reasons. It's amazing that it's popular. But for people in their 30s and 40s and something, and doing their, let's say, first high rocks or the first half marathon, how should they approach their nutrition?
Okay, so first of all, we need to understand both need endurance, but physiologically both are very different sport. Okay, marathon is about continuous aerobic activity. Okay, whereas high rocks is a hybrid activity. It's not running with workout.
Yeah.
It's a different, completely metabolic challenge for your body.
Correct.
Okay. So, and here in marathon, it's like I will prioritize a lot of like glycogen replenishment, carbohydrates, all of that. Okay. They need to take care of pacing, hydration, all of that in running marathon. Whereas in high rocks, yes, carbohydrates are important, but a lot of that goes into your strength. Okay, your power output and neuromuscular coordination, all of that. So your carbs are important, but at the same time, your proteins and other things are equally important. So I have got a lot of runners who switch to high rocks. Okay. Now, high rocks people getting into running, take care. That's fine because it needs, so they are progressing towards it. But many hardcore runners who were only into running, they moved into high rocks. Now, their body demands are a lot different.
Right.
Yes, you need endurance, but you were not used to of that kind of mechanical load on your body. Okay. So that's where fueling comes in the picture. Very different for both of them. And what happens, the mistakes that most of them make, like high rocks, now the population is just increasing. If you see the registrations in high rocks year by year, event by event, it's just doubling up.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's easy, like people, some get out, they have got to participate in something. But what I see is like many nutritional mistakes happening. What is happening is they are training for training, that competition. They're not training the gut.
Yeah.
Okay. I always say stomach is a part of your training, like any other muscle. You have to train your stomach. What mistakes they make, like they will start carb loading. They weren't used to of it. Suddenly they will start carb loading because somebody told them. They didn't train for it. When high rock simulations were happening, you were going empty stomach at that point. You should have trained your gut at that point.
Exactly.
That will not happen. Then second, they will not have like hydration strategy for that.
Yeah. Most dangerous.
Most. Third, high rocks events happen at different times.
Different times.
Like
different
women
city,
is
different
generally,
country.
like I've done 2 high rocks. Mine was always in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And just I happened to speak to few women in the warm-up zone. Just a random, we didn't know each other. Just ask, what did you eat before? I'm empty stomach.
Oh my
Wow.
God. That
Wow.
is just.
And I'm
Disaster.
like, and Okay, I will not start giving yarn at that point.
Yeah.
No. Wait,
Save
say
your
last minute
energy.
exam is there and you're telling you didn't read that? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, okay, fine. So many will not eat because they're stressed out. Stress, again, cortisol is high. Okay. And then on top of that, you've not eaten. Because you feel,
Yeah.
I will vomit, I will feel heavy, I will gain weight. I'm like, gaining weight should be the last, not even like thought should be there in the list. That's not the time to think about your weight gain at that. And I have seen females getting injured in the warm-up zone. In front of me, I saw. For whatever reason, they went over maybe at that point, but obviously the tank was also empty at that point. So many people come without eating. Even guys have early morning and many don't eat. They will just come. Okay. So skipping that meal again is a problem where this happens. So these are few common mistakes that I've seen. And then supplementation, random supplement, because I just started training for high rocks. I will bring in everything. Caffeine to creatine to you name it, it's there. Everything is there in the stash and I'm just having it. No.
So I think everyone who's getting into endurance sport or any sport for that matter, basically nutrition has to be a key focus.
Yes,
right?
yes. Because I always say, don't just focus on finishing that, crossing that line. It's important. But then finish strong.
Finish strong, exactly. Don't feel depleted and finish.
Yeah. And then you are, like I've seen women cramping after finishing so badly this time I saw.
Even like men, women both, midway through it.
Midway. I saw many of them. Like just few run they started, they are searching for that massage gun and they are standing like put that massage gun.
Once you get the cramp, that massage gun is doing nothing.
It's not going to do anything. Anything.
Yeah.
So that's what I keep telling. Yes, you participate in high rocks, but prep.
Yeah. And also I've noticed like a lot of the endurance athletes who got fueling and nutrition all wrong, right? Also when they do like 6 months into it, and I've seen blood markers getting into pre-diabetic range, come insulin resistant, right? Because of the way they start their day.
I have seen creatinine going high, urine microalbumin being off the range, uric acid being high. And they're like, I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. Why is it high? And just because you are not eating as per the training.
Correct.
You are underfueled. Your recovery is not there. So all these things starts happening. I had like a few athletes who started running and then they're like, I don't practice. I just straight away do half marathon. And I can just do it. And then when we saw the blood markers, really bad. And the healthcare provider, whoever they were consulting for the blood parameter, they said, oh, this kidney problem, just ignore. This is from childhood. Maybe it's coming.
Wow.
I am like, no. I had to, and now things are much better and normal and liver working fine, all of that. They are like, how much we were like, nobody told us. That it's not because, and she was living in the thought that it's a childhood problem. I'm like, you didn't know till the age of 40 that you had this childhood problem of kidney problem. Suddenly somebody came and told you that it's this.
That's what, I mean, and also the thing is, so many of us now are getting quite serious about the sport, right? Like high rocks. I mean, we all love doing it. It gives us
fun.
a nice little goal. Or even runs like half and full and or triathlons or so many amazing sport out there. And it's good to see everybody coming out and wanting to do it. But doing it wrong ultimately is going to cost them a lot more than not doing it at all.
See, somewhere it started for fitness.
That's
my question is
it
really helping? It's one of the person told me, my Dadaji is better without aches and pains, and I'm here going for physios and with a lot of aches and pains. Who is better? I'm like, your Dadaji is better
100%.
Actually. The way you're dealing with it, it doesn't. So I always say, yes, you took it for a fitness purpose. Is it really helping you with your fitness? That's the question.
Don't make it counterproductive.
I think that's the takeaway, that you do high rocks, do your long runs, etc.
Don't sign up in FOMO.
Exactly.
And in case you've signed up in FOMO, also do it all right. Nutrition, training, everything.
Yes.
You've spent so much money in buying that ticket. Spend a little more and get yourself a nutrition coach.
And you're doing it for good, right? You want to improve as an athlete or whatever.
Even for runners. Even for other athletes.
Correct. Absolutely.
Okay, I think one last question. this is for mainly a lot of our viewers are young parents
Yeah.
whose kids are getting into athletes, different sports, swimming, track and field, cricket, football. Your son is a footballer
Yes.
also, and mostly the advice that we followed at home is eat home cooked, clean food. What's your point of view on that, and how should they approach it?
Yeah, so it's fine. It has to be home cooked food. But like I said, when it comes to sport, and my son is into from the age of 5 years, he's now 12. He's been in multiple sports. So football, then it started athletics, then swimming. He does also SNC also along with that, many things. Okay, so at our home, sport is first and then the studies. So the whole point is eating healthy. Even I encourage home cooked food, I encourage. But the whole point is most of the parents, like I said in the beginning, focus only on lunch and dinner. Nothing else beyond that. In between, they tell me we don't eat anything else. But when I start asking them, what are the other things? In between, I give bread Nutella. Okay. Then, and many a times when I've gone with my son and waiting there and he's playing, I've seen kids coming in and full Cadbury silk, he washed out in 1 minute because the kid was tired and we as parents want to pamper them. And then, so we are not seeing that. When we talk about, oh, we eat healthy, we eat clean, there is no sugar in our home, that's not the point. We have to see, I always ask, what are you eating before training? I go empty stomach. That's a red flag. What are you eating after the training? What is there in your bag? I have nothing. That's second red flag. Okay. What are you eating between two matches?
Nothing.
Nothing. Or maybe a juice, or we'll buy something. Okay. It could be a sandwich or something, fine. But then is it aligning with what the kid is trained with? Okay, that's very important. So these things are very, very important. So for my son also, if I tell you, okay, like I don't take care of his nutrition. Okay, why? For certain reasons. And many parents tell me that. I don't think so they will listen because they don't listen to us. My kid also doesn't listen to me. I'm taking of thousands outside because he listens to me the same thing day and night. And with parents and a child, the relation is something else. And maybe I spoke to some client, maybe that conversation was frustrating on carbohydrate discussion, making you fat. And that can come out on my kid and I'm like, it will not be enough. Whereas when my team member is dealing with him or when I'm dealing with another kid, that conversation is in a very neutral, unbiased way.
That's true.
And he finds it fun, like sending her early morning 4:30. I had dates in dark. He has clicked the photo and sent her. And I could not eat this. He's telling her. So I am like, okay, I will provide you. But you have to start being independent and start talking about your nutrition and start taking care of it.
Correct.
That's where I see, because see, it's about people see today the kids started playing, they have to perform. I say, no, build their body so that they don't burn out,
Yeah.
get into
exactly.
injuries when it's time to perform. This 10, 11, 12, they are not going to participate in Olympics or Asian Games, Commonwealth. They just started playing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now suddenly you think like they come up with Virat Kohli banana hai. Okay, yeah, tennis and this kind of thought process. And I have 9, 10-year-old kids training 6, 6, 7, 7 hours a day. They're also fueling is like almost zero because half the time they're training when to give them food. And then they tell me, isn't it torture to stop a child from eating this, this, this? And my question is, isn't it a torture for a child to wake up at 4 and train for 6, 7 hours in a day? That is much more torturous. So the whole point is when you have decided a certain goal, sports is your priority, eating has to come in that discipline. As because see, with kids, it's not same like adult athletes. Kids have to take care of two things. Growth factor is there with them. Second is adapt to the training and perform better. And both require energy.
Energy and nutrition. Yeah. Fueling,
Proper,
correct.
both. Okay. And that's when proper wise understanding of nutrition is way more beyond eating healthy and home cooked food. We need that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
how to
I
bring
think
it, what to bring in.
Yeah. Right starts from
From there. And tomorrow, maybe they are in not sports. Like I have a couple of athletes. 2 of them are really good. One is a dental, this thing. She's a dentist. Another is an engineer. He's working. And both are so particular with their food. They know how to use their money wisely. No questions about the salt. That boy, I still remember engineering. He was studying and he's like, ma'am, I know I will buy eggs because my canteen provides vegetarian food.
Yeah.
I don't care about the salt and other things. And he was one of the fittest in his engineering college, and people used to ask him that. So we are also looking at the long term
Absolutely.
about
You build
they
those
become-
habits, right?
Yes,
At a
yes.
very
So
young
that they are
age.
also not struggling and they are developing autoimmune disorders and health conditions at a much younger
Yeah.
age. So can I build that responsible person who knows about their body
Absolutely.
and not obsessed with the numbers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Negative terminologies in the
Yeah.
diet. I get
Yeah.
10-year-old with weight loss thing from the parents. I had people snatching away the food plate. Father comes and he sees like the kid is eating rice and he snatched away the plate. Because you eat that much of rice, you are gaining weight. And then I get the call immediately. Madam, he's eating. That's why he's not gaining weight. And I'm like, you are putting that stress. That's why he's gaining that much
Also,
of
the
weight.
kids today are growing up in an environment that is got such easy accessibility to
Yes,
food, right?
food.
And they also know how to go on a Swiggy and order something
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
themselves. Like I
absolutely.
think 7, 8 upwards, they all know what
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
yeah.
So it becomes even more harder. So then it becomes even more important to train them right.
Train
at the
them, right? Understanding is
age.
so
Yeah.
important.
Just teach them. Like you don't deprive. You
Yes.
just teach them how to just balance it all out.
Yes. Many people think I'm quite Hitler. I don't give my child donuts and
No,
chocolate.
of course not.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's
At
there.
the right time,
Right
right
time.
whatever.
So he's so conditioned, like even if you give him chocolate, he'll just break 2 pieces and eat.
Yeah.
And rest will go. Will not eat the complete one.
I think that's the skill. Just building the right relationship with,
with
things
food,
like this is what you need to
It
do.
is what you need. That's what is required for adults.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm coming to you, Rashmi,
Thank you.
Please,
for my
would be
endurance.
happy to have you.
Yeah.